women's night and women's evening and women's afternoon. So we are very blessed that nature, Lord, gave us the female form. The beauty of this womanhood is so that, and the glory and the magnitude of a woman is so much so, that poor men folk have to climb Mount Everest or go to moon to prove that they can do something. And women alone is just standing on her own 2 feet, and that's enough, because she creates from her womb another individual being who can be a scientist, an astronaut, or engineer, or a mathematician, or a professor, or a vice chancellor, or a prime minister, and the list goes on and on. It's not about demeaning the manhood or honoring the womanhood. It is more because the need of ours even today is that women really have to fight for a place. Women really have to make herself felt. If she does something, then she has to prove that, yes, she did work hard, and this is the labor of her sweat and blood which has come out. And sometimes a man is a man, so doesn't have to do anything at all, so already feel that I have done everything because I am born like a boy, and now I am a man, and so I am the ruler, and I am the head of the family, and I can be head of a state, and so on. Women still need to prove herself, her mettle, because the adulation, the adoration, the applaud which has been given to men has never been given to a woman. But I believe that a woman doesn't need somebody to accredit her that you are strong. You know, when we say, women, you are strong or you are beautiful, this isn't something that somebody should explain us or tell us or awaken us from our sleep and slumber and tell. This is something which every woman should feel. Whether she has a title, whether she has some educational degree or not, but her sense of being intelligent is enough. But somehow the conditioning given by the society, by the religion, is so strong that she is made to feel that she is the weaker section. And she needs the protection, and she needs guidance, and she needs somebody to help her, to support her. So she's like a poor, thin, weak vine who needs the help of a tree for her support to grow. If there is no tree, then the vine cannot grow. But this is something, not a political statement which should be made that women is great or women are great, but it is something which every woman needs to feel that. It is not that what titles she has, it's not whether she is CEO of a company or not, or whether she is a prime minister or cabinet minister or senator, you know, is she heading something or not. I believe women have a very sane head. So they are already head of, you know, their own life, and they are head of their own, you know, family matters. And it is just matter of understanding. The wisdom is required. In India, we had this ancient tradition of worshipping Durga. Yes, we do make the statues and we have the 9-day festivals, but that was just a symbolism basically to commemorate that divine Shakti is neither feminine or masculine. The divine Shakti, you know, you can't say electricity is a he or she. What would you say? Although in Hindi language we say bijli chali gayi. We don't say bijli matlab aa gaya. Maybe in Bangla they might say it. They try to speak in Hindi, you know. But bijli, electricity is neither male nor female. It is just a power, you know, generated from solar or water. Similarly, when we say Shakti, I believe Shakti is again nothing to do with just a female body. Every male body has that divine Shakti, every female body has that, because the cosmic power cannot be gender defined. So we should not do that. So irrespective of what kind of a body structure you have, whether it is a male or a female, the cosmic energy, or what we in Hindi or Sanskrit call Shakti, is same. That's why I always address the woman as a Shakti, and I also address the men as a Shakti. So they might think, oh, it is very feminist thing to call a man as a Shakti, but aren't you? So the Buddhi Shakti, the Buddhi, in the Hindi language it's again an E, is a very feminine word. So Buddhi, Dhi, Smruti, yeah, Shri, these are all very feminine connotations. And where every man or woman, wouldn't they like to have some memory power, the Smruti? Wouldn't they like to have Shri, that is the financial power? Wouldn't they like to have Dhi? Dhi is the Pragya, the divine wisdom. So the need is that we understand that we don't have to do something to prove that we are strong. You just have to just realize it that yes, you are strong. But definitely when you find that who is this lady? I just want to see her face first. Mrs. Marie Leontine from Embassy of Madagascar. Is she here? She's not here. Okay, it's my bad luck, I couldn't see. Because I love this Madagascar, I really love it. We have the Honorable Commissioner sitting over here, Botswana, right ma'am? Yes. And we have from the Zambia, and what? Nigeria. Oh my God. Oh, so wonderful, so wonderful. And it's very indeed good on your part to invite these beautiful ladies to celebrate, this. And I love your headgear, ma'am. I could steal it, really. The need is that we propagate this message to one and all girls, to one and all women. One, that you are a divine power. But it is just like that there are some accessories which are required for any woman when she wants to beautify herself. So I would recommend the accessories of education. Let every girl be educated. I would recommend the accessory of knowing some kind of martial art. Not having a woman, male guard to protect her female body. She needs to learn this, that she can use her swag to woo and she can use her legs to kick somebody. She should know that. Because all these molestations and the rape incidents which we hear, irrespective of country, it is happening everywhere. You just can't say that it is happening in poor country and it's not happening in USA. If you see the crime rate of USA, they have a pretty horrendous number. So so-called developed countries are having it, so-called underdeveloped countries are having it. And somehow the woman's body can be violated easily, so that's why sometimes her body goes against her sometimes. That is why it is required that every girl, every woman should be given certain kind of a martial art, and in every country, they might have their own some skills which the woman should know. And the third thing which I believe is that every woman, she should know how to earn her livelihood. She shouldn't be dependent on her father or brother or a husband or a son to support her, because if they get all angry with her or leave her or discard her, she'll be absolutely helpless. So the monetarily self-dependence is very much important. I know all the girls are brought up like this, that one day, a prince will come, a charming prince will come and take you away and marry you, and all the romance and all those beautiful stories which we are told. I think so those stories should be changed a bit. Let it be like this, that once upon a time there was a boy living in a palace and he was very unhappy, and then one day a princess came on the white horse and she came and struck him and rescued him from his stepfather or stepmother or something. So if there are some educationists or writers sitting here, please rewrite new stories now. We are fed up of these Cinderella stories now, where she is crying and somebody is rescuing her. We don't need those kind of stories. Now I believe we need stories of like Mary Kom, a fighter, We need stories of those girls who are making their presence felt. So I would just like to, in a brief, say it again. Education is the most important thing. Second comes the martial art for her self-preservation and protection. Third is her economical stability. And the fourth and the most important part is her mental stability is very important. You know, you have everything, but just because your husband left, just because you have lost your job, and if you're going to cry and shatter and break down, that isn't going to help you at all. So I say the mental stability is the most important thing. And all the spiritual devices, the methods, the yoga, the mantra, and all etc. things are basically meant that the woman should experience from within that she is strong. Whether family stays with her, good. Money stays with her, perfect. And if everything goes away, she still can hold her head high. And she isn't ashamed that she is a widow. I know in India, women is still shamed if she is a widow. Oh, they say it's the sins of your past life, that is why your husband died. Right? And she is supposed to then live her widowhood all her life. Although if a man becomes a widower, there are 2-3 prospective women who are ready to marry him, maybe half of his age. But that's not the case with the woman, and if she has children, then she is made to stay with those children, whether she likes it or not. And she is told that you are really unlucky you lost your husband. And she is forbidden from good auspicious events, religious events. And I'm using a strong word, but I hate religion then when a woman is persecuted by the religion. The religion should be helping her to be strong. The religion should not be used like a device to put her down and make her feel bad about her. So the religion and the spirituality and all these things are basically to help her to experience a beautiful state of mind where she is happy, in ecstasy with her spiritual practices, and she harnesses so much of energy and Shakti that then she can walk beautifully, nicely and play her role whatever she has in her social structure or in her academic structure or in her professional status. Once that these all things are taken care of, I believe it is the most beautiful thing to be born as a woman. I always say this, I love to say this when people say women are weak. I say, okay, Mr. Gentleman, let's do a small trick with you. Let's give you a small, method. And that is, we'll put up a 10 to 15 kg worth balloon filled with water on your stomach. And you'll have to carry it for 9 months. Right? And we will use some electric shock system in your urogenital area to give you the labor pains. And that will go on for 10, 12, 24 hours. Then we'll see who is strong and who is not. At least a woman who has given birth knows that how hard it is to carry a child in her womb and then to take care of the child until he grows 18, and then this son gets up and says, Mom, you have no akal and you don't know and I am stronger. How dare he says that, cannot say that. So woman has more power, even naturally she is more stronger. She can, I know about so many men who couldn't see their own wife going through labor pains and they ran away from the hospital. And they say, once the baby is born, please tell me. Yeah, I cannot see that. You say, no, you go in the surgical ward and see how the C-section is done. And they fainted over there. And here they were saying, we are lying, we are strong. They are not, definitely not. But definitely some of the males are now changing their perspective and coming forward to respect their wife, to respect their mom. And the best thing is, allow the woman to flower in whichever way she wishes to. Allow her to touch her dreams, allow her to make her dreams a reality. Because if woman is happy in a home, whole family is happy, and if woman is angry in a home, nobody can live in the peace. You all know that very well, right? If your mom is angry and nasty, then everybody is going to shudder in their bones. So let every woman be educated, let every woman be strong, let every woman be wealthy, let every woman be stable in mind, and let every woman say, thank you, Lord, for making me a woman. Not be ashamed of being a woman. So I congratulate Dr. Saab for calling me, inviting me for this beautiful day today, and I'm happy to see all these beaming faces. And everybody's here for this one cause and celebrating the womanhood in all the ways, whether it's a books or media or whatever mediums we use. But again, we have to celebrate it every day, not just 8th March. Thank you very much. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद परम पावन आनंदमूर्ति गुरु माँ को. Friends, we are overwhelmed to have the blessings from Her Holiness Anandmurti Guru Ma, who has given a new paradigm for all of us to think ahead, to long for a day when women will have their equal rights. Women's equality is a need of the hour and duty of all of us present here to spread her message from one village to the other, because India is a land of villages. All the 500,000 villages will have her blessings, will have her message spread all over India and all over the world. Thank you very much, Your Holiness, and we are sure your cooperation will go a long way in helping us to reach the milestone of success at the earliest. We will also seek your permission to visit your campus next month by having prior appointments. Whenever Your Holiness is there, we will go there, have your suggestions, and also give our suggestions to have your endorsement so that the same could be replicated and communicated to all countries of the world. Friends, on behalf of the World Girl Child Education and Empowerment Summit Secretariat, the organizing committee, and also the governing council of the Women India Network for Development, in short it is known as WIND, we have great pleasure in inviting all the three High Commissioners, the High Commissioner of Nigeria, the High Commissioner of Botswana, and the High Commissioner of Zambia to kindly come on the other side, as Her Holiness is getting felicitated by this august gathering on this auspicious occasion, and especially by the World Citizenry. Please. The citation reads as follows. The IAWP, affiliated United Nations, have great pleasure in acknowledging the outstanding contribution of Her Holiness Anandmurti Guru Ma, who is founder and plenipotentiary of the Rishi Chaitan Ashram in Haryana, and by the authority vested in the IAWP, which is having the right to address the UN itself. We are also going to write to the President of the IAWP, Professor Charles Marcia, who is originally a Maltese and now naturalized in the United States of America, who lives in Huntsville in Alabama, to also accord respect to Her Holiness Anandmurti Guru Ma by inviting her to join as the United Nations plenipotentiary in war of IAWP, with a right to address the UN itself, so that Guru Ma can go to UN and address regarding the need to promote spirituality. So, in testimony whereof, the World Spiritual Education Promotion Award is being presented on this auspicious occasion of the International